Hey, before the video starts, guys, make sure to drop a like down below. As always, we're trying to hit those 500 likes. Shout out to everybody in the family. And also, I want to do a poll, man. Let me know if you guys think 2K19 is going to be good. If you think it's going to be good, type 1. If you don't think it's going to be good, type 2. You know, be honest. Anyway, let's get right into the video. Yo, what's good, guys? Peter here. We are back with another video. And yo, this is a pretty big video. We've got a lot of big news on 2K19. A lot of stuff that could actually change how the game is played. You guys all know 2K19 is coming out in, I think, less than 3 months. 2K is kind of already in their hype cycle. They're trying to hype 2K19. We have the 20th anniversary edition announced, and all this other stuff is starting to give us some news on how 2K19 is going to be. So anyway, let's get right into it, man. Make sure I drop a like down below if you haven't already, man. Let's try to hit 500 likes on this video. And if you guys do not have noties on, make sure you guys turn on noties, because if you're subbed and you don't have noties on, like, you pretty much won't get the video anyway, man. So if you don't want to miss videos, make sure you have noties on. Let's get right into it. All right, so like I said, 2K19 is right around the corner. You know, it comes out in less than 3 months. But what a lot of people don't know is the game is far from finished. You know, they're still really working on the game. I know they have to make a game every year. I don't know how it really works. I don't know if they like just started, because we all know they dropped 2K18. We didn't get any content, so they must have been at least working on 2K19, even though it's far from finished. But I don't know if you guys understand how important it is for 2K19 to be good. It is so important. This game has to be good. It is in everybody's best interest, our best interests. Every YouTuber, every person who plays 2K, everybody who works at 2K, like, everybody wants this game to be good so bad, because at this point, there's no more 2K or good 2Ks that exist. You know, 2K16 was the last good 2K we had. You know, they shut down the servers like 6 months ago. 2K17 was an alright 2K. We did get like the recycled parts. The gameplay was a lot worse. I'd say it was acceptable. Definitely better than 2K18. So that's like 2 years of bad games. Like, it's so important for 2K19 to be good. All we can do is hope, man. All we can do is hope. Now, I don't know if the game not being finished yet is a good thing or a bad thing. You know, they still have like 2 more months basically. But what they're doing is basically getting our feedback and putting it into 2K19. So this is all coming from Mike Wang, you know, the gameplay director for 2K. He's putting out these polls on Twitter, and these polls are pretty controversial. So he put out one last week. Pretty simple poll. What shot meter do you like better? 2K17 won by, I think, 6%. I voted 2K16 just because I like 2K16 better. 2K17s, I'm fine with that. They just have to make sure there aren't any bounce backs. That was a huge problem at the beginning of the year. Like, it was an actual glitch. And 2K18, I mean, well, it had 16%. Like, the shot meter is trash. It doesn't reward you for filling the bar all the way. You guys know I've talked about that. I mean, it's just a terrible system. So 2K17 ended up winning the poll, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got all 3. A lot of the replies on the tweet were saying, yo, you should be able to choose all 3, which does make sense. I mean, you can choose the shot meter color. It's kind of next step in that direction, you know, being able to choose the whole shot meter. Like I said, I'm fine with 2K17, but if I could choose 2K16, I'd definitely choose that. The thing is, when Mike Wang puts out these polls, he doesn't really reply to any of the tweets, so like, they're very simple, but people make a lot of assumptions. So if somebody replies something, or the whole community thinks something that's not, he's not really replying to people. So we don't know if that's even a possibility at this point to have all 3 shot meters in 2K19. Hopefully they do, you know, because I know I'm not the only one that likes 2K16, and a lot of people like 2K16, a lot of people like 2K17. Let me know which shot meter you like better in the comments. That's not the most important poll though. All right, so we got a poll yesterday. I'm looking at it right now. Okay, I'm gonna read the poll to you guys in case you guys didn't see it. It already has 29,000 votes. 1 day left on the poll. So it says this: been seeing a lot of comments about this. Curious what the rest of the community thinks. On a scale of 1 to 10, how arcadey should Park be? Reply and tell me what you want Park gameplay to look like in the future. Alright, so if he's saying reply, I assume he's reading stuff. I just don't know why he's not replying to like the replies. What a lot of game companies make the mistake of doing is trying to cater to everybody, so I guess they're trying to make it simple. I like the polls. I think they should definitely keep it up. Now, before we get into the actual voting and how the poll worked, a lot of people think this poll is good because he said Park, and that means Park is coming back for 2K19. You guys all know, technically, we didn't have Park this year. We had the playground, like the one boring gray neighbor. You guys already get that. So hopefully this means we're getting MyPark back, like the actual core MyPark with the affiliations with new parks. I'm kind of stretching here. I don't know. We haven't heard anything. Hopefully that actually means it's good. The reason why I don't want to assume it means Park is because Ronnie 2K calls like double XP or whatever. Like you guys know there's no rep this year, right? So you gain XP. He calls double XP double rep, even though there's no rep. So I don't know, they're probably still calling things from what they're used to, but hopefully this really means there's park left. But anyway, into the actual poll, it says 1 means sim, like real life, so like a basketball game that's supposed to be as much like real life as possible. 5 meaning somewhere in between, which means it should be a little bit like real life and somewhat realistic and kind of arcadey. And then 10 cartoony and over the top. Now if you think of it, this poll is so important because it basically dictates the whole gameplay we're gonna have next year in Park. I mean, 2K comes out with a lot of patches, but what did they really patch in this year's gameplay? We had like 12 patches. They still didn't fix the blow-bys, still didn't fix the snatchbacks. I mean, the gameplay kind of stayed the same throughout the year. All right, so technically the correct answer for this poll is 5, right? You want it to be a little bit like real life, but you also want it to be kind of arcadey. I voted 5 because I saw this poll super quickly as soon as it was out. Like, I wanted to see the results. I voted 5 because that's what makes the most sense. But when you think of it, is 5 what we really want? If you voted in this poll, let me know in the comment section down below right now what you voted and why, because a lot of people interpreted this differently. Like I said, this poll can mean so many things. Everybody's just assuming everything, and there's so many replies kind of asking, wait, what is this, like what's considered super arcadey, what's considered real life? I didn't see any replies to any of them, but this poll could be really bad if this doesn't mean what we think it is. Overall though, I think it's really good that 2K is doing these polls. It shows that they care. We all know 2K loves money. They underperformed in the last quarter, so I mean, if the game being bad doesn't motivate them enough, I mean, money's gonna motivate them, right? So even though the whole $100 to get the game early thing is a bad sign, I think these polls are a good sign. One of the biggest problems with 2K is not listening to the community. So anybody who voted 1, I don't think they really understand what real life means. If you watch the NBA, there are so many contested shots that go in. Everything is based on the player. Like, there are so many contested shots that go in because that player is good at shooting. But the thing is, when you're playing Park, everybody is about the same overall. Everybody kind of has this whole at least 85 to like 99 overall, so they're all pretty good at basketball. So at that point, okay, is everybody just gonna make contested shots? Like, that's not what you want, because real life doesn't work for Park. And then you have 5 somewhere in between and 10 cartoony and over the top. Well, what does cartoony and over the top mean? When I think of cartoony and over the top, I think of games like NBA Jam, where like the heads are super big, NBA Playgrounds. Like, that's cartoony and over the top. At the same time, 2K is 2K, and like they're not gonna just completely switch that up. A lot of people think this means 2K15 because out of all the parks that we've had, 2K15 has been the most arcadey. And then a lot of people think, okay, they're basing everything off the last game, so 5 means 2K18, and then 1 is just like super sim, I don't know, completely ridiculous. And that could very well be what it means. In that case, we would want 10, you know, 2K15, 2K18, which game is better? That's simple. You have to have some sort of relativity when you're looking at this poll. Like, what is considered 5, what is considered 10, what is considered 1? I consider 2K18 like a 2 or 3. There's very little arcade about the game. It's very slow, realistic, like that's 2K18, you know what I mean? It's pretty much bland. They're not trying to do anything crazy. They're not trying to be fun and like fast. The way I see 10 is like over the top, extremely arcade. Like, you think 2K15 is arcadey? I guarantee 2K can make 2K way more of an arcade style game, and in that case 2K would be absolutely terrible. So there's like 2 sides of this poll, and since, like I said, we haven't got any replies, if 5 means 2K18, it's not looking too good. But if 5 means like 2K16, then we're probably in for a pretty good year. You got to think, after all of these years, has 2K been trying to make a mix of a sim and arcade, or if they trying to make a sim? Low key, I'm kind of scared, yo. If 5 means 2K18, I don't know, man. Like, it's so hard. Like, they're not being specific. I really wish they would have applied to just like one person. We pretty much all know they're going with 5 at this point, so let's just hope they think 5 is like 2K16 and 2K18 is like a 2 or 3, because that's the way I see it. Like I said, I want to make 2K19 the best year possible, but you know, the biggest part of that is got to start from 2K, man. They've got to make a good game. It's really important. The biggest part I'm scared about is new content, because let's be honest, yo, in terms of content, 2K is taking a step down every year since 2K15. I mean, we have one park this year, House Rules, which was basically in the regular parks, Stage, which is unplayable because people delayed, Mountain Dew, which is unplayable, and Ruffle is also unplayable, which has the same reward as Mountain Dew. And then you look at 2K15, it had a rep system, never been done before. It had affiliations, never done before, 3 new parks, a new park for Rival Day, a Stage, a High Rollers, a Rec Center. Like, that's a lot, you know. that's such a big difference. So I know 2K can do it. It's just whether if they want to, you know. I guess now that their money's going down, the 2K League isn't doing that well, they kind of have no choice but to make the most played game mode in 2K MyPark good. I mean, doesn't make sense why they wouldn't anyway. I don't know, man. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated if we get anything else. I don't know, man. I don't want to have super high expectations, but it is looking good. You know, they're listening to the community. Let me know what you guys think about this. You know, is this a good sign for 2K19? That's it for this video, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, make sure I drop a like down below. I'm gonna try to hit 500 likes on this video, and if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on notifications to join the family, man. We're on that 80K grind, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.